It's great having you with me today on Paint a Beautiful Picture. This entire week, we're going to be dealing with fostering children. We'll also kind of lean toward issues about adoption, but this is a really big topic. It is one thing to take care of your own children, those that are born of your own body or as a result of your own body, that you've known since the day they were born. It is another thing to have a 10-year-old or a 15-year-old or even a very challenging 6-year-old come into your home and you don't know all the backstory, you don't know a lot about this person, and bam, there they are at your house and you're going to handle this. First of all, if you are a foster parent, if you are considering becoming a foster parent, I really want to commend you. It is a very generous and huge commitment on your part as a human being, as a parent, in terms of your time and your emotional energy. I just really want to say to you that I am impressed with who you are. And then I want to acknowledge to you that it can be very difficult and very challenging, and there are varying levels of what we are going to call success in fostering children. And we'll talk about some of the experiences that I've known about or have seen. So let's begin. And I want you to know this will be a 5-episode series. So you're not going to get it all in one thing. Look for it each day over the next 5 days, and you will hear and learn more and more and more. In our world today, there are a lot of lost, broken, challenged, tragic children. And there are tons of reasons why. But the bottom line is, if you have come to the decision that you have love and a pleasant home and a commitment in your heart to look after one of these people or more, then good on you. So let's talk about some of the unexpected stuff. No matter how much a social worker knows, no matter how much anyone else has explained to them, no matter how carefully they have followed or documented a young kid's life, they don't know it all, and they can't possibly tell it all to you. So they cannot prepare you for all of the challenges or all of the difficulties, all of the experiences that this kid has been through. And because of that, they can't prepare you to take care of this child with a full body of complete knowledge before you get the child. It's the truth, and you need to know that going in. As we have talked about, even with our own children at 2, when they do crazy things like draw beautiful pictures all the way down the hallway with markers, or flush so many pairs of underwear down the toilet that the plumbing in your entire house no longer functions. Our own kids can do unexpected, wild, and crazy stuff and really frustrate us and make us shake our heads, and we know them. Human beings, they can certainly do the unexpected. For a child who perhaps has been in 2 or 3 or 4 placements over the last few years, and some of them weren't the best fit, and some of them were outright awful. For a child who has watched their own parent go through, and I could list a huge amount of things, but I'm not gonna, just stuff enough that they got removed from their mom and dad's care, this kid's already been through a good bit of trauma. So you can expect that you are dealing with a traumatized individual. You don't have to say that to them. I know you've been traumatized. I'm just saying to you that is a really very normal expectation on your part. Traumatized individuals aren't at their best. Don't be shocked by that. They can be defensive. They can be angry. They can be sullen. They can be horrifically depressed. They can be a lot of things. All of those you should be prepared for. And you should also be prepared that it is not going to be fixed in a short while. And I mean not in a month, maybe not even in a few months. That is a very reasonable expectation for you. And when you have a reasonable expectation, and that's what happens, you aren't surprised or shocked or upset. That's why I'm trying to give you this preparation. Anytime a new person enters a situation, this includes a new baby that was expected and desired. This includes a new employee that's very capable, really going to be a great team member, has a lot to contribute. It means a new neighbor when you have a very close association with most of your neighbors, or a new person introduced into a group of really good friends. There are always adjustments that happen, and some of those are not as smooth or as easy as people might have thought. I can honestly say I have talked to thousands, actually tens of thousands of parents within a month of when their baby was born doing follow up. And it was never just exactly what they thought. I talked to a woman who had 8 children already, and she had her ninth. She was in her late 40s. She thought she knew everything in the world about being a parent. She had never ever been the parent of a baby with colic like this baby that she bore. And it disrupted everything for everybody in that entire household, which with her other 8 children and her husband and herself, this is 10 people. And it just really interfered with their household in unexpected ways. That's what I mean. There's stuff. There really is. No matter how many times you've already done this, no matter how well experienced you are, no matter your comfort level, you have to know there are going to be adjustments, and some of them may be difficult or challenging adjustments. Be mentally prepared for that one. And then this child probably, literally, I've heard different ones say, I don't even know why I'd care about these people or try to be a part of this household because I'm just going to get somewhere sent somewhere else pretty soon anyway. If they're already jaded, if their experiences have already shown them or taught them that it isn't worthwhile to engage or to become an active participant or to try to be a part of a household, you aren't going to quickly change their mind about that. You're really not. So just be committed to showing kindness and being consistent, being welcoming, and especially being gracious. That means patience, kindness, a gentle attitude, an acknowledgement that this is hard, this is difficult for you. It's also difficult for us. Try to give them a bigger picture of the world because oftentimes it's only about them. It hasn't been a good experience so far in their life, and so you need to acknowledge that I'm sure you've had some real difficulties, but we are going to be here with you and support you and care about you, and we are going to do everything we can while you are here to help you to feel welcome, and you are so important to us, and your time with us matters. That's up to you. So you need to go into this knowing without a shadow of a doubt there is going to be unexpected stuff, unexpected attitudes, unexpected behaviors, unexpected adjustments. If you already have a couple of foster kids and you bring another one in, everyone's place feels threatened to an extent. People have to make adjustments about who's who and who's in charge and who's better, who's stronger. Most young kids have to fight that battle out on the playground, not necessarily inside of their own house because they're born in a specific place in the birth order and they already know that. In a fostering situation, that's not the case. I know someone who had over 60 foster children in their career. I will occasionally discuss some of the people that went in and out of their household, but my son dated one daughter of theirs, really a sweet, sweet girl. And there were 3 teenage girls within that household, and she came later. So one girl was older than she, and one was younger than she. And she just kind of had the attitude of, well, I'll be the middle sister. It'll be the best of both worlds. I don't have all the responsibility of the older one. I won't get babied as much as the younger one. I'll just kind of be able to go along. She's a really nice girl. But that isn't what happened because the older girl wasn't very responsible and the younger girl was kind of pushier than she imagined. Everyone in that household for probably 6 months had real challenges with that transition. All three of those girls remained in that household until they graduated from high school and went away to college. But I remember years and years of challenge with them. And a lot of it happened when the middle one came and how everyone expected it to play out and how it really went. So I want you to be mindful that there will be unexpected stuff, both in terms of your expectations and theirs. So the clearer you can be on what you expect and how you're going to live it out, the better it is for you. My challenge question for you today is this: are you prepared for the unexpected? Do you already have it in your mind? And even if they're already at your house, even if you've been doing this a while, it doesn't mean that there isn't more unexpected stuff coming soon. And so, are you prepared for this? Are you prepared in your mind? Are you prepared in your spirit? Are you committed at the emotional level to continuing on, even when this is very difficult and quite challenging? I am going to stand with you on this journey. I hope the information that we share together over the next few days is a lot of help to you. It's great having you with me today on Paint a Beautiful Picture. You may find additional information on our paintabeautifulpicture.com website. Additionally, you may watch me on Rumble, and you may also listen to a podcast on Buzzsprout or Spreaker, all under the name Paint a Beautiful Picture. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. You may subscribe, and if you are interested in receiving notifications, please hit the notifications button.